Now, let's dive deep into this big LGBTQ story for today. I'm Greg Shapiro, and let's clear up the worldview. Nagoya Court declares Japan's ban on same-sex marriage unconstitutional. Japan's Nagoya High Court has ruled that the lack of legal recognition of same-sex marriages violates the country's constitution, marking a significant victory for LGBTQ rights in Japan. The plaintiffs, who challenged the Civil Code and Family Registration Act, argued that the laws violate constitutional guarantees of equality and individual dignity. The plaintiffs cited Articles 14 and 24 of Japan's Constitution, which protect equality under the law and ensure marriage laws uphold the fundamental equality of the sexes. They sought damages of 1 million yen for the government's failure to pass necessary legislation allowing same-sex marriages. The court noted that same-sex relationships have existed long before legal marriage, emphasizing that recognizing such relationships is crucial for personal dignity and equality. It also highlighted the social and financial disadvantages same-sex couples face, from housing restrictions to difficulties in accessing family-related services. Takeharu Kato, director of Marriage for All Japan, which supports the lawsuits, expressed optimism but also frustration. Kato said, quote, "It's not enough for the courts to rule in this way. We need the Diet to legalize marriage equality." Despite mounting public support, with more than 70% of Japanese people now backing marriage equality, Prime Minister Fumio Kishida's government has not yet acted, citing resistance from traditional factions. Those traditional factions in Japan make me think about some folks here in the U.S. and in some other countries too. And really, they need to get with the program. As it says in the story, quote, "Same-sex relationships have existed long before legal marriage," emphasizing that recognizing such relationships is crucial for personal dignity and equality, end quote.
We are drawing a ton of parallels today with these stories from where we're speaking about reporting from to here. But I was just, even as you were reading, looking at those photos of so many people parading and the signs and the rainbow flags. And I just think it's such a major win for Japan that they're heading in this, hopefully heading in this direction. Yes. I hope that, in the coming months or weeks, we get another update with what the next step is here. But it's really, really lovely. As someone who I'm not so educated on what happens there, so it's nice to see that there are so many allies who are fine. And again, we existed before, it was passed. So it's a really, really important point. One that we don't really think about much, because it was such a large win when it happened, that we almost just, I can say single-handedly just kind of pretended that it was not a thing before it was a thing. So it's a major milestone, a small one in the scheme of things, but a major milestone for Japan, like you were saying.
Right. Let's be optimistic. 70% in support is outstanding.
Right.
And, whether the conservative parties just have to die out and, the other supporting parties come to the surface and move forward, that's what we hope for.
And I think that with the support of all of our allies, I really think that that is what propels us to more success when it comes to this, especially this topic. I think that in Japan, the more straight humans and straight identifying humans who can help make this just the norm is what's going to help us.
Sure. Absolutely.
That is a big LGBTQ story for today. There is no other queer nonprofit media platform like this in the entire world. Support our LGBTQ stories by